So class 4, I'm going to show you task number 1 in your pack. So we're going to use adjectives to describe Mrs. Twit. Adjectives just mean a posh word for describing words, nothing to worry about, okay? So Mrs. Twit, we've learnt so far in chapter 4 and chapter 5, she's ugly, she doesn't have nice thoughts, she hits dogs and cats and children with her walking stick, she's got a glass eye, she's got dark hair, spiky hair like Mr. Twit. She likes playing tricks on Mr. Twit. And she's a little bit cheeky then if she likes playing tricks. And she might be a little bit disgusting if she's married to Mr. Twit. So we're going to start our sentences. So I'm going to start with my capital letter. So I'm going to start my idea. So my idea is Mrs. Twit likes to play tricks on Mr. Twit. She has a glass eye. Right, I'm going to carry on and I'll see you in a minute. So class 4, I've finished my adjectives about Mrs. Twit and I'm going to read it to you. Mrs. Twit likes to play tricks on Mr. Twit. She has a glass eye. Mrs. Twit is mean, horrid, ugly lady. She hurts children and animals with her walking stick. If you see her, run away. She may hit you. Have fun completing task 1, class 4. And I'll see you next week. Have fun. So class 4, this is task number 2 in your pack. So we are going to label Mrs. Twit and we're going to use these words and we're going to put them in this piece of text like we did last week for Mr. Twit. So you'll find this information on this page here if you've got this book at home on page number 8. It's in chapter 4. So for the first part of this task, it says colour Mrs. Twit and label the parts of her hairy face. So we've got the words forehead, eyes, nose, hair, nostril and ears. So I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to do some lines and I'm going to, some bits of her face are hidden. So I'm just going to draw a rough line of where I think these things are. So look, that's a picture of her hair. I'm going to write the words hair, then I'm going to cross it off. And this is a picture of her nose. So I'm going to write the word nose, then I'm going to cross it off. And then hiding under here would be her ears. I'm going to write the word ears and cross it off. And then you can do nostrils and her forehead too. And then colour it in to make it look really nice. And down at the bottom, this is from chapter 4. It says choose the words from the box to fill in the spaces. So a person who has good thoughts can never be blah, 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 blah. So let's find out what this can be. It says here, a person who has good thoughts cannot ever be ugly. So I need to find the word ugly. There it is. And I'm going to write it in here. You can have a blah, blah, blah nose and a crooked blah, blah, blah and a blah, blah, blah chin and blah, 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 blah teeth. So you could have a, oh, let's find out. You can have a wonky nose. So I'm going to find the word wonky. There it is. Wonky nose. And I'll cross it off and I'm just going to go for it like that. So I'm going to look at this bit here and it's got all the answers for your section there. I'm going to hold that there for you. There we go. So you can match the words to the gaps. Have fun completing your task. Hi class 4, I'm going to show you tasks number 3 and 4. So in your pack you've got a warning poster and on your warning poster you need to create a poster of why everyone should stay away from that naughty Mrs. Twit. So up here you can draw a picture of Mrs. Twit and down here you're going to describe why we should stay away from her. So who is it? Who are we trying to stay away from? Mrs. Twit. So Mrs. Twit goes here. Mrs. Twit. And the story title, what book has she come from? If you don't know, look at the Twits. So the Twits. What crime has she committed? So in our chapters that we've just listened to, it says Mrs. Twit, she's got a walking stick and she likes to hit people with it. She likes to hit people like dogs and cats and small children. And we've just listened to chapter 5 of the Glass Eye. We know that she plays naughty tricks on Mr. Twit also. So you need to decide her crime. You can make up your crime. It could be something really naughty, or you could use a crime from the book. So I'll see you in a minute. I'll show you what I've done. Yeah. So class 4, I've finished my warning poster and I'll go through it with you now. So I've drawn a picture of Mrs. Twit. Obviously your picture will be a million times better than Mrs. O'Connor's. It says name, Mrs. Twit. Story title, The Twits. Crime. Mrs. Twit has stolen all the children from class 6. She tricked them by giving them sweets, merits and house points. Where was she last seen? Look for her at Treetop School, looking in class 4's window. So for your poster, don't forget you need capital letters, finger spaces and full stops at the end of your sentences. We can't wait to see your poster. Have fun.